Hi everyone, in this video, I'm going to give you the demo of this new development erection sequence inside Trimble Connect. The reason for developing this application is we all know that site team have the experience. They know which member goes up first. They know exactly where a delay is going to cause a bigger problem down the line. Unfortunately, they have to depend on the third party or they do the entire process manually. So to address these issues, we have built to fix that. How this application is going to help this site team. You can create a main plan and multiple sub plans within it, and you can copy a sub plan from one plan to another. You can select multiple assemblies and assign them to a sub plan. You can pick points directly on the Trimble Connect model to determine the erection direction. You can pick assemblies to assign them in a specific order. You can drag and drop to change the sequence order at any time. You can change dates across multiple assemblies at once. You can add color codes for instant status checks. You can select an assembly from the row, or you can highlight the row from the assembly. Either way, it works. You can run a simulation to see the full sequence before it happens on site. And last but not the least, you can also create reports, including direct Excel export. So let me just walk you through the step-by-step process. So this is the Trimble Connect model, which I'm going to use it for the demo. To create the main plan, you can just click on this create new plan, and then you can give a name and click create. If the subplans are similar to the previous plan, then you can copy. Just click on the three dots, copy subplan, and select the main plan and click copy. Now, if you take a look at this, you can see it actually copied subplans from the previous plan. To assign the assemblies, I'm using organizer to select the object, or you can do it one by one. Let me just click on the organizer. And then once I click the column, you can see here, I'm just going to display only the selected objects. And then I'll go back to the sequencing. Let me select the area selection and select the assemblies, and then click on the three dots, assign multiple assemblies. If I just pick the position here, it is going to assign the numbers starting from this column. But if I click on the last column, then it will assign from this column. So let me just click here. And you can see the assembly number, grid location, assembly weight, and the date. So when you click on the row, it is actually highlighting the assembly in the Trimble Connect model. So let me just select the next set of column. And then assign multiple assemblies. Now I'm going to pick this position. As I said, when I just click on this, you can see it actually starts assigning from the column which is closer to the picked point. If you want to rearrange, you can simply select and then drag and drop it. So when I just click on this one, you can see this has interchanged the order. And this is the fourth column, and this is the fifth column. So you can rearrange at any time if you assign the numbers incorrectly. If you want to change the dates, for example, let me just select the last four by holding the shift key, right click, and it will automatically display this option. So you can select the date. And when you set the increment number, so what happens is the first one will be assigned 15th of July and the next one will be 16, 17 and 18. Let me just click edit. Now you can see. So let me just select one more time because I don't need that increment. In the interest of the time, I have already assigned the numbers here. If you want to run a simulation, you can select the date starting from 14th and end date is 15. And you can see this color code here. That's what it is going to show when you run this simulation. Let me reset the model and then run. So let me just select this purlin, and then once you click the search option, highlight the row from the selected object, and this is the one. Now the date is incorrect, so I'm going to change the date to 22nd and click update or edit. So if I run this one more time, now it has changed the sequence order. So if you want to edit the name or color, just click edit and you can select and then choose the color representation and then click modify. So next time when you run this simulation for this column, it will be displayed in gray color. Next, I'm going to display the roof brace just for the demo purpose. Reset the model and click to select the roof brace. And I'm going to show only the selected objects. This time, instead of selecting the multiple assemblies, I'm going to pick the assemblies and assign them in the same order. Let me just go back to sequencing. I'm pressing the Control key and selecting the roof brace one by one. And then just go to the phase 1. Instead of selecting assign multiple assemblies, let me click assign picked assemblies in order. So when I just go to the roof brace, so this is the first one, and you can see the second one, third, fourth, 7 and 8. So you have two options. Either you can select multiple assemblies and pick a position to indicate the direction, or you can pick assemblies to assign them in a specific order. I'm going to export this one into Excel report. So once I click export to Excel, let me just open this. And this is the Excel report, and you can see the sequence number, assembly name, assembly mark, length, assembly weight, location, and you can see it has been categorized by the date. So let me just go to the next phase and assign sequence number to the column just for the demo purpose. Let me just go to the phase 2 and assign assemblies to this column subplan. Let me keep this area selection on, and then I'm selecting all these columns, assign multiple assemblies, and it is asking me to pick the point. Let me just pick this point here. So now you can see. And the next I'm going to pick the beams. Let me just do it one by one. I'm pressing the shift key and selecting these assemblies, and then just go to the beam and assign picked assemblies in the order. And next I'm going to pick only the purlins. I'm going to use the organizer and click purlins and show only the selected objects. Let me just go back to erection sequence. And this time I'm going to use assign multiple assemblies and pick the position here. It will be easy for us to change the date. As I said, you can select multiple assemblies and then right click here and select the date. Let me just keep this date as 22nd and update. As you can see how easily you can assign the sequence number and make changes as per your requirement. And not only that, this application gives complete freedom to site management team because it is totally independent and you don't have to request any third party or use any applications to create the erection sequence. If you have any question about this application, feel free to get in touch with me, and thank you for watching this video.